even at low battery when I checked it.
Someone went to sit who has not been able to sit at Nick. Oh, thank you. I'm so very thankful.
Oh, it seems to be streaming now.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the second half of today's game between the Dutchmen and the Burnt Hills Spartans. Dutchmen lead by a score of 4-3 currently, are getting geared up for the third quarter. And today's weather for today coming from News Channel 13 First Warning Weather. Temperature right now at game time is 53 degrees, humidity at 73%, wind from the north at 6 miles per hour. It currently feels like 44 degrees outside. So currently, Burnt Hills will start with possession of the ball. They have it at midfield right now. As with it there at midfield is number 4, Owen Muller. And he gives a pass across now to Ty McCarron behind the net. And now with it is Jackson Bach, and now McCarron takes it back. Now Bach gets the pass back. Now Gordy Adams, who scored the last goal for Burnt Hills, takes it and gives it across to Rocco Moreno. As Moreno still circling around looking for a play. And he puts it behind the net now for Jackson Bach. Now with it is number 9 for Burnt Hills. That is Rocco Moreno. As Moreno faked a pass. And now he gives it across once again to Jackson Bach. As Papalizio trying to get away from him, as well as Cardinal. There's a penalty coming up here. And it's going to be against the Dutchman, I believe. So with it now is J.D. Townsend, number 25, and he gives it back across to Owen Muller. Muller eludes the defense from Leah. Tries to walk in, but can only put it behind the net. Now with it there is Jackson Bach. Trying to circle around. He put that one off the post, it looked like. But there's a penalty coming up, and there might be. Looks like it might be Nick Papalizio, and it is. So he'll serve the penalty for the Dutchman. As play resumes, Caden LaPietro with it for Burnt Hills. As behind the net with it now is Ty McCarron. Pass across now, shot taken, and it went wide from Gordy Adams. As Adams was very close to his second goal of the game there. Behind the net with it now is Jackson Bach. Now a shot taken. And they... Oh, no, it went wide. My bad. Couldn't tell from the angle, but it did not go in. Ty McCarron now with it behind the net. As LaPietro took a shot. That one deflected away. Picked up now by McCarron. Now trying to circle a shot. Take it. Saved by Kelty. And it's picked up on the rebound by McCarron. And LaPietro now maneuvers his way around. Puts a shot on net. They score. Jackson Bach picks up the hat trick. And Burnt Hills ties the game at 4. A great pass in front. Bach was all alone in front of Patrick Kelty, and he roofs that one by him and ties the game up with 9:29 to go in the third quarter. So Blanchard will take the faceoff once again. He's going against Shannon Sheedy. This time around as And the whistle blows, and Blanchard trying to get it away. Sheedy picks it up. And he comes up with it now. He's still trying to get away from Blanchard. Now he gets by him. Still looking to get across. Now behind the net with it is Jackson Bach, who just scored to complete the hat trick. Now it's given around for Noah Agony. And he gives it over for Gordy Adams. Now up top with it is Agony. Tries to get by Leah. Does. And now he puts it behind the net as a player knocked down in front of Kelty. That was McCarron. And now Ryan Salisbury receives the pass from behind the net. And he gives it back to Bach. And now, I believe with it now is McCarron, yes. As he's trying to elude Papalizio. And it's taken behind the net by Jackson Bach. Once again. And he gives it across to Gordy Adams. Adams gets by Cardinal. Now goes behind the net. Shoots one. He scores. And it's the second goal of the game for Gordy Adams. And he gives Burnt Hills their first lead of the day. They lead it now 5-4. It's a great play from Adams. He was able to get in front of Kelty and put it home. And it's Burnt Hills now with the 1-goal lead with 8:04 to go. As it's picked up off the draw by Moreno. Another face-off win for him today. As it's put there behind the net for J.D. Townsend. And now with it is Bach. Now up top with it is La Pietro. He gives it across to Noah Agony. Now with it is Muller. And Muller with a pass for McCarron. A lot of passing here for Burnt Hills. Looking for the right play here as getting by is Caden LaPietro with Cardinal defending. Takes the shot, saved by Kelty, but the whistle had blown. And the Dutchman will be in possession here as it's going to be rifled forward by Johnny Clifford. And it's caught and picked up by Logan Niemeyer. And he runs away with it, now gives it to Tommy DeSinke. Receiving pressure there, and he dropped it, but it's picked up by Niemeyer again. It's Michael Manning with a good defense there for Burnt Hills. Picked back up again by Cardinal, trying to maneuver his way in. Good defense there by Caden LaPietro, as Cardinal not really getting much opportunities there in front. And it's picked up by Chris Ardito behind the net. Ardito gives it up for Jacobson. And now charging in is Cardinal. Cardinal trying to get it by. He loses the ball. Jacobson trying to pick it up. There's a couple guys after it. Jacobson slips up. And it's picked up by Bryce Musson, but the whistle blows. And the Dutchman will get possession back. So Chris Ardito with a pass across to Jacobson. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Jacobson looks across and gives it to Tyler Kisby. Less than 6 minutes now as Cardinal gets the pass, gets around Jack Meehan. Now a shot taken. They score. Caleb Jacobson picks up the hat trick. A big goal as the Dutchman able to tie the game at 5 apiece. as Jacobson was able to get by the defense and rip it by Chris Serafini. And we got ourselves a game here, folks. So Blanchard will go against Shannon Sheedy this time. And Sheedy picks it up, tries to get it away, and he does so. As Blanchard rushes off, Sheedy with a fake over for Salisbury. Now he does give it over for him. As Salisbury will give it on to the incoming Gordy Adams. Now with it is Noah Agony. Gets on by Leah. Takes the shot. And that one was kept out. And the rebound comes out to Jackson Bach. And it's picked up by Salisbury. He gets around. Shoots one. Save made. And it's pushed away. And Adams will pick it up. As Fiore was hacking away at him as he got to the ball. Adams still with it. He gives it across. As Salisbury picks it back up for Burton Hills. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the third. Trips up a little bit but regains possession. Now gives it behind the net for Jackson Bach. Now McCarron with a pass over for Noah Agony. He gets by Vincent Leah. Still looking for a play. Now gives it behind the net once again. Bach circles around. Tries a shot. Good save there, Kelty. And it's picked up once again by Max Carruthers. Able to regain possession. He gives it over for Kelty. And Kelty will give it over for James Huff, who rifles it up, but over the head of Nick Cardinal. And out of play it went. So Burton Hills will get possession as it's rifled forward by Holden Comley. And with it now is Gordy Adams. Noah Agony with it now for the Spartans as trying to maneuver by James Huff. Pass behind the net. Shot in front. Saved by Kelty. And knocked down the play there was Townsend. And he's shaken up as Cardinal came in and hit him in the head. The whistle blows as Townsend is a little shaken up. And that is going to cost the Dutchman here as Cardinal will receive a penalty. So there's 3:33 to go in the third. And there's two calls that were being made, so the other person is Johnny Clifford, who also gets a penalty. It's Coach Bakane pleading his case. As play resumes, J.D. Townsend. Leaves still with it. No, it's now with Owen Muller, who gives it now for Ty McCarron. Now Muller does have it. And he gives it to Caden LaPietro. Shot taken. That one went wide. And deflected away and will roll out of play. And play resumes as McCarron with a pass across to Jackson Bach. Can't quite pick up who's with it. It is Caden LaPietro. Now McCarron with it, trying to walk through. It's a pass out front, but no room there for Owen Muller. And Another whistle blows, and I believe the Dutchmen have it now coming back the other way. Shot taken, save made in front. As Logan Niemeyer sprung free, he almost had a chance, but the save was made by Serafini. As Chris Ardito with it now for the Dutchman. He gives it up top for Cardinal. Now with it is Tyler Kisby. 2:15 to go. As Cardinal starts rushing toward the goals, he stops up, now gives it back to Kisby. Now Jacobson tries a shot, he's knocked down the play. And a penalty coming up here against Burnt Hills. As the Dutchman players explode near the scores table. So Townsend receives 1 minute for slashing for Burnt Hills. And there was another call for checking to the head. That also gets 1 minute, so Dutchman will be given a great opportunity to take the lead here with 2:01 to go. So the whistle blows and play resumes. Dutchman in possession. As Caleb Jacobson gives it over for Tommy DeSinke. Now behind the net with it is Ardito. Ardito now with a pass to Cardinal. Now with it is Niemeyer. Pass across to DeSinke with a shot. Save made in front by Chris Serafini. Probably his biggest save of the game so far. As Patrick Kelty picks it up at the other end for the Dutchman. As it was about to be taken by Jake Peck, but the whistle blows. And a timeout will be taken on the field, a big timeout at that. As the Dutchman will be in possession. 5-5 is the score. We'll see you in a moment.
No, it's a timeout. There was like a minute and a half.
So back for the timeout, the Dutchman in possession, Caleb Jacobson. The big pass, it's dropped by Cardinal, but he picks it back up, right back up. And now Jacobson gets it back. Eludes the defense from Comley. Shot taken. Save made by Serafini on Cardinal. It's a little shoving match in front between Clifford and I believe Manning. As play at the other end, and Popolizio with a takedown on Jackson Bach. As Jake Peck will pick it up on the pass, and he'll come the other way with it. Peck stops up, now gives it to Chris Ardito. Ardito trying to move past the D. And another whistle blows now. There's 35 seconds left to go here in the third. So another penalty for Burnt Hills on the play. And Jackson Bach will get it. So another 1 minute call as Caleb Jacobson is in possession. He will get it to start. As Jacobson gives it across to Miller. Now receives the ball back from Cardinal. Now Jacobson over for Ardito. Ardito back for Jacobson. Now Ardito gets it again. A lot of passing here as Niemeyer gives it over for Nick Cardinal. 10 seconds to go. As Ardito trying to maneuver past Michael Manning. Now goes behind the net. Couple seconds left, and that will do it for the third quarter of play here as the Burnt Hills Spartans managed to take an early lead in the third quarter, but the Dutchmen managed to tie the game on Caleb Jacobson's third goal of the game. And the fourth quarter will soon start. The Dutchmen still will be in possession as they look to take the lead for good here against Burnt Hills. As Chris Ardito receives the pass from Miller. Now pass back up for Miller, and now it's taken shot. And a save made once again by Chris Serafini. As the Dutchman with another chance to take the lead, but another big save for the Burnt Hills netminder. And he's able to keep this a tied game as Burton Hill's in possession right now. Is behind the net with it is Jackson Bach, who has a hat trick on the day. As Bach gives it back to Caden LaPietro, he'll get by Cardinal, take a shot, but it goes behind the net. And it goes out of play. It'll be picked back up by Ty McCarron, who was chasing after it along with Jake Peck. As it's taken along by Jackson Bach, and now with it is Gordy Adams. Takes a shot toward the net. Big save there as taking the shot was Townsend, and Kelty made another big save. As Townsend battling forward along with Jacobson, who breaks free. Caleb Jacobson with the ball, now loses it, and it's picked back up, carried the other way. Big hit by Papalizio as he took out Ty McCarron. And a long pass for Jake Peck. It's missed, but it's picked. Trying to pick it up was Ardito. Behind the net, Burton Hills regains possession. And it's taken the other way by Holden Comley. But it will be Burton Hills' ball here. As Gordy Adams with it for Burton Hills off the whistle. And he gives it back to Caden LaPietro. Now with it is Ryan Salisbury. Salisbury in, takes the shot, saved by Kelty. Rebound is almost picked up by Cardinal, and it is picked up by Jackson Bach. Now Salisbury, another shot. That one goes just wide, and it goes out of play. It'll be picked up by Ty McCarron. And the whistle blows and play officially resumes as McCarron takes a shot toward the net. Saved by Kelty once again. And he gets it out for Caleb Jacobson, who rushes up for the Dutchman. Jacobson with a pass now to Cardinal. Cardinal rushes up, gives it in front. As trying to get the shot off was Niemeyer, he couldn't. And it's picked up and carried the other way by Burnt Hills. It's a great opportunity there. But defense by Burnt Hills prevented the Dutchman from taking the lead. As Caden LaPietro trying to maneuver his way by Ben Fiore. Now drops it and trying to pick it up, and doing so is Papalizio. And he'll give it back to his netminder Patrick Kelty, who now gives it up for Caleb Jacobson. Long pass to Sinke, knocks it down and picks it up. Now taken. Here comes James Huff. Trying to walk in. Save made by Serafini, trying to get it, and bad at it is Ardito. Ardito trying to break loose, and it's picked up by Serafini. Some great chances for both sides here in the fourth. And Serafini gets by the defense, now trying to pass it along, but the whistle blows. So there's 8:07 to go, and both teams will take a timeout. After great attempts at both sides. There's 8:07 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, it's still a tie game. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Finally, something's happening.
Back from the timeout as the stick knocked right out of the hands of Owen Muller. What a way to get started once again after the timeout, as a long pass forward finds Christian Miller for the Dutchman. It's picked up by Chris Ardito. Less than 8 minutes to go. Ardito waits so the players can get position. Now gives it up top to Tyler Kisby. Taking some hacks from Holden Comley. Now gives it over for Tommy DeSinke, I believe. Yes, it is. As he's being guarded there by Ryan Salisbury. Now, pass was almost dropped there by Ardito. Now a pass misses to Sinke. Him and Salisbury chasing after it. And it's going to be picked up by Salisbury, knocked in the air. And it's going to be picked up by Cardinal, rushes back toward the net. Cardinal gives the pass across to Ardito. Less than 7 minutes now. Shot in front. They score! Tommy DeSinke puts it by, and it's 6-5. What a goal for the Dutchmen. They go back on top 6-5. And DeSinke getting his congratulations as he goes back toward the bench. As the draw will be taken by Blanchard and Rocco Moreno with 6:54 to go here in the fourth. Blanchard knocks it loose, but it's going to be picked up by Moreno as he charges near the net. And it's given behind the net for Jackson Bach. And he gives it across to Ty McCarron. Set Muller. Muller trying to find a pass, whiffs on it, and picks it back up. And now he gives it over for Jackson Bach once again. Now behind the net with it is Ty McCarron. McCarron circles around, and he gives it up top once again to Adams. As Adams trying to get by Leah, takes the shot. That one goes just wide, and it goes out of play. And it'll be picked up by Ty McCarron, I believe. Yes, it will be. And play resumes as McCarron circles around behind the net. He's got Johnny Clifford on D waiting for him. And he'll give it across to Jackson Bach. And the pass was missed there by Adams, but he'll pick it right back up. 5:20 to go here in the fourth. As Adams gives a pass across, a fake, a shot, saved by Kelty. Oh, man, another humongous save for the Dutchman netminder. He keeps it in favor of the Dutchman with 5:05 to go. As Papalizio knocked down the play, he loses control, and he picks it right back up, and he gives it across to Nick Cardinal. Cardinal rushing into the zone. He's knocked around by Calmly. Cardinal still being whacked at. And he'll give it across to Chris Ardito, who has it behind the net. As Bryce Musson now comes toward Ardito, trying to knock it away. But Ardito's still with it. 4:20 to go. As Musson chasing Ardito behind the net. As Manning now trying to get it away, taking a couple hacks. Now Musson gets the ball away, and it's picked up, but the whistle's going to blow because there's a penalty on the field. So Dutchman will still be in possession here. And the penalty is on holding calmly. So now the back up once again, as it's Chris Ardito with it for the Dutchman. And he gives it across to Logan Niemeyer. Now back to Ardito. Now for Christian Miller. Back up top with it, Ardito. Now Logan Niemeyer. Fakes the pass, now gives it back to Miller. Now Cardinal almost thought about taking the shot, but the passing continues here. Christian Miller now for Cardinal. Now with it is Chris Ardito. 3:20 to go. As Cardinal circles back up, tries to elude the defense of Manning. Now Jack Meehan taking a couple hacks at Cardinal. Now Cardinal throws it behind the net. With it there is Logan Niemeyer. It's Victor Little out there for Burnt Hills. And now with it is Caleb Jacobson. Less than 3 minutes to go here as Jacobson takes a couple hacks from Owen Moeller. And now Moeller slips up. Now Jacobson tries to find some room. And pass was missed by Aiden Siri, but he picks it right back up. Siri tries to go around. He's got a couple guys on him. One of them is Bryce Musson. He's knocked off of it by Owen Moeller. And the whistle blows with 2:23 to go, and we are going to take a timeout here in Göttingen with Dutchman still clinging to a 6-5 lead. We'll be right back. Back for the timeout. Dutchman looking to hang on here with 2:20 to go. As Chris Ardito starts off with he's being chased by the two defenders, Bryce Musson and Holden Comley. As Jacobson got the pass, trying to pick it back up. So about 4 defenders trying to pick it up, and now play stops as Jacobson got tangled up with Michael Manning. And now play will resume here as Logan Niemeyer gives a pass across to Jake Peck. Peck now tries to give it to Miller. It's stolen away. Now here comes Burnhill's the other way as Manning got the steal. Gives a pass across. In front. Shot. They score. The Burnt Hills bench goes bananas as Michael Manning got the steal and was able to put it back the other way and got it by Patrick Kelty. And the Burnt Hill Spartans get a big goal with less than 2 minutes to go to tie the game at 6 apiece. What a play that was from Michael Manning as he sprung loose and got the pass. And a great passing at the other end. And the finish by Manning was able to get by Kelty, and it's 6-6. Big face-off here at midfield. Blanchard's going against, I believe, Shannon Sheedy this time. Yes, it is. And Blanchard gets it loose, and it will be picked up by Ben Fiore. Still trying to stay with it. Pass. The ball is loose as having to knock away was Dylan Blanchard. He has his stick knocked out of his hand. But it's going to be Burnt Hill's ball, as it will be Caden LaPietro in possession. He got a minute and a half. He's knocked down on the play. And there's a lot of yelling going on down there between the coaches and the referees. But they're giving possession to the Dutchman here as Caleb Jacobson is in possession right now. It's a bunch of yelling between the Burnt Hills coaches and the referees. As Jacobson now gives a pass across to Cardinal. As back behind the net with it is Niemeyer. Still looking across. Niemeyer gives it up top for Cardinal. Now with it is Miller. And the pass goes way over the head of Cardinal as trying to pick it up. There was Ty McCarron, and he'll carry it now the other way. McCarron gives a pass across. Shot goes over the net. And there's less than a minute to go now in the fourth. Burnt Hill's in possession behind the net. Pass across. Shot bloops over the net. Popolizio goes to retrieve it. He picks it up. And the whistle blows as there's a penalty, I believe, on somebody. So the penalty is on Johnny Clifford of the Dutchman. So it'll be Burnt Hills' ball here with less than 40 seconds to go. And a timeout will be taken. Here is a big chance for Burnt Hills to take the lead and possibly the game here with less than 40 to go. We'll be right back.
not sure who's going to get it. I think it's number 12 there. So you're in a good spot.
Back from the timeout, Gordy Adams with it for Burton Hills. Passes it across. Shot down low. Big save made by Kelty. On the doorstep there was J.D. Townsend, and Kelty was able to make the save, and now back the other way. As James Huff was about to get possession, but it went out of play. Now long pass goes over the head of Caden LaPietro. Now it's picked up and carried the other way. Time winding down. Shot. Here comes LaPietro. Maneuvers way in. He scores! Oh my goodness. He scores. Caden LaPietro maneuvers his way through the defense, and he is mobbed by his teammates. And with less than 10 seconds to go, Burton Hills takes a 7-6 lead. Unbelievable. And Burton Hills is going to take this game somehow, some way, with a goal in the last few seconds of the game. Face-off one, and that is going to do it. The Burnt Hill Spartans inevitably come back to defeat the Dutchmen, scoring 2 late goals in the fourth quarter to win it 7-6. They improve to 7-2 on the year. The Dutchmen fall to 3-6 with an incredibly tough loss. And now it looks like they're going to redo the face-off here, so it's not done yet. There's a few seconds left on the clock, so they're going to put that back up.
How much time are they putting back? How much time are they putting back? 5.6 seconds.
There's 5.6 seconds left in the game at the time the goal was scored. So this game is not officially over yet, but it soon will be. As Bowler lifts it in the air, it's going to be caught by Papalizio, who'll rip one toward the net. And now that will officially do it. The Burnt Hill Spartans will take this one by a score of 7-6, improving to 7-2 on the year. The Dutchmen fall to 3-6 on a very, very tough ending. They will lose here today. And that is going to do it for this GHS Media broadcast. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I'm Sean Cunningham. We will see you all in the next media broadcast. Take care, everybody.